Hello everyone, it's Inque here. We're back with Sins of a Galactic Empire, where I've discovered that this is not in fact how you build supercapitals. Weird but true, there's a weird special mechanic which you have to do because of some limitation of the game engine. I'm not really sure what's going on with that. But you have to use this, which is technically an ability. Here we go, Executor class on the way, and that's going to take a while. It should be done by the end of this episode. In the meantime, let's see what's going on over here. They have a fleet coming in. What sort of a fleet? Doesn't look that bad right now, but oh boy, yeah, here they come. I'm actually going to pull out because I've lost too much of my anti-fighter cover. We just don't have enough in the way of TIE interceptors, and we don't have enough Tartans. We lost all of them in our previous major engagement with the Rebel Alliance. So we're just going to go ahead, pull out, and make the jump back through to Adamar. And we're going to start building some more support ships. Let's get... we're going to sell off a whole bunch of resources because we have way too much metal. Seriously, this is an unnecessary amount of metal. I'm just wondering why our crystal income is so terrible by comparison. I don't know. Just luck of the draw, I guess. Is there any way... Oh yes, I can actually sell in large units. That's nice. Okay, cool. So I've got 2 immobilizers queued up. That's going to take a while because you can see that the immobilizer research is a little way off. In the meantime, we're going to get a whole bunch of Tartans queued up. Okay, yep, there we go. Fleet is pulling out. And we're going to need some other ships. Gonna build a couple of Imperial ones. Let's see, we have 2 at the moment. We've got 3 Imperial ones, 2 Imperial 2s, 2 Tectors, and 2 Imperial 2 Command variants. Along with a mob of dreadnoughts and a small group of support vessels. So we're gonna go with 2 Imperial ones. Let's make it 3. And then under support ships, we're going to build... Let's see, what do we want? What will be the most effective? We're going to get 6 Vindicator class and get another heavy constructor. So we can get another starbase up somewhere. In the meantime, let's see, we have... Rebel fleet is heading off somewhere else, not really sure where. I'm sure that they'll become a nuisance again at some point, but for the moment we need to get our reinforcements through. And blow up the defenses around Adamar again. I'm sure that'll attract Rebel fleet once more. Especially if they have a holonet station up, so which means they can just jump straight in. But for the moment, we've got other stuff to worry about. Mainly the fact that this bloody pirate fleet just keeps coming in and blowing up our stuff. It's really rude. Okay, let's get the final tactical capacity upgrade there. And then what we're actually going to do is load up on XQ2s.
Cruiser here.
Because they are pretty decent overall. They have a whole bunch of firepower. They carry a decent number of squadrons. You can see that we've gone up to a total of 40 there, so what we're going to do is go 25 and 15. Lovely. So once those are done, then we'll have a pretty decent amount of fighters which can run around and attack people, and we'll also have these things which will be pretty healthy in terms of just raw defensive muscle in their own right. You can see all of our tartans are coming through there.
Research complete.
Cruiser reporting.
Lovely. We have an ISD-2. An ISD rather, and we can just go ahead and queue up a bunch of interceptors and Starlings. Starlings are kind of cool. They take me back to the days of playing TIE Fighter, the old school flight simulator. The sequel to XWing, technically, though I didn't really play XWing. I had both, but XWing at that point was old enough that getting it to work was a chore at best. So I didn't play it a great deal. I played a little, and it was interesting. And you had to deal with, oh boy, that's where the Rebel fleet went. So the real question is, are they allied with the CIS or not? I guess we'll find out. Now we can actually check up here, but before I lose track of what I was saying. But TIE Fighter I always really liked because, well, in part because it worked, and in part because I was a sucker for the Empire, even when I was a wee one.
Awaiting instructions.
So, where are you all going?
Coming about. Targeting at maximum firepower.
Our backup is joining the fight.
Okay. You guys can work out what you're doing, right? Yes, you can. Okay, good. But there were a lot of different ships in TIE Fighter. You had the basic TIE Fighters, of course, which were terrible. They died in 2 hits. And your laser cannons were okay, but like even the easiest targets on the Rebel Alliance, the Y-Wings, could still take a lot of firepower. Only two lasers only goes so far. That's pretty much all there is to it. But then you had the interceptors, which were a lot of fun, way faster, way more agile. The only thing which could reliably outmaneuver you and be a nuisance were the A-Wings. You had the bombers, which were kind of slow, but I actually still preferred them to TIE Fighters, even in dogfight, because they were tougher and concussion missiles hurt. But one of the things which I don't think there was actually any mission in which you flew it in. It just showed it was just a thing which you could pull out in some of the special challenge mission stuff. Was the Starwing. I don't think it was actually called that in the game, but it's pretty clear what is being represented here. It's a heavy missile boat, essentially. It had a single centerline laser cannon, which was actually pretty nice. It was really accurate because of that. I mean, you weren't going to use it to actually shoot anything, but for some of the obstacle courses, where you had to shoot stuff, it was really nice. But it had 3 racks of secondary weapons, so you could put out a lot of firepower against stuff. And then, of course, there was the TIE Defender, which was just plain broken. So much firepower. Like, it's a starfighter which is so powerful that it is literally considered to be OP and broken in universe. Like, everyone says that it is the scariest starfighter ever designed. I mean, you can kind of see why. It's got a ludicrous amount of firepower, as well as heavy shielding and hyperdrive and all this sort of thing. Now, this isn't actually the one that I want to look at. Here we go, relationships. So, the Abaddon... Nope, they are not allied with the Techno Union. They are just sort of there. They have a Liberator hanging around here somewhere. That's gonna die horribly. Yeah, you can see it's already getting swarmed by fighters and bombers. All that laser fire.
Structure complete. Our allies' planet is under
Yeah, you can see that it's spitting out turbo lasers to try and counter, but those really aren't accurate enough. And all these TIE interceptors just chewing away quite happily. And now it's in turbo laser range, so yeah, you're gonna die. You're gonna die. Okay, so we have 33 Tartan class, a bunch of Vindicators, and our Star Destroyers are mostly assembled. Lovely. How are we doing? Okay, we've got another Vindicator coming in there, so
Calculating jump to
get
light
some more
speed.
stuff. How are we doing? We've got a couple of mobilizers to produce, but we can't actually do anything with those because we don't have the research yet. We have one more Imperial 1, which is almost finished. That's not the way to find out how far along our executor
Cruiser
is.
reporting.
Our backup is joining the fight.
Oh yeah, you can see the difference actually. Like that's actually it looks like it's a bit off done. It looks like the engine problem is literally that it can't spawn the model far out enough. Or it might be something else which is completely different, I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. Either way, it's on the way, and this makes me happy. You should get more stuff, because stuff is important.
Research complete.
There we go, lovely. All the upgrades, forever.
Allied forces are being attacked.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
Okay, lovely. We have our fleet fully assembled. And we have a heavy constructor inbound, which we are just going to go ahead and deploy into a starbase. Where are we going to put the starbase? We're going to drop it down up here. Because it's something which will provide a little bit of advanced power.
Go ahead, TACCOM.
Ready.
Lovely. So, group up that fleet. Do we have anything else we can do? Yes, we can. We have one final rank to grab on our Tector. I believe our other Tector is already maxed out. Yep, the Chimera is maxed out. The Avenger is maxed out. And we have another command one somewhere, but I believe that's been maxed out for ages. The Annihilator. Yeah, there we go.
Awaiting
Okay, so this is our fully formed fleet, and once we have our Executor class, that is going to be a fully capped fleet as well, so that's going to be exciting. In the meantime, we really do need to do something, because Burkest is losing allegiance at a pretty severe rate, so what do we want to do? They still have 6 holonet relay stations there, so we're actually going to move up to Argo 6
calculating jump to light speed.
and see what we can kill up there.
A friendly fleet has arrived.
You still have an ion cannon doing its thing there. Not super right. We have our Golan under construction there. Okay, weapon system, structural integrity, volley fire, flak burst. I believe that leaves a couple of upgrades left over, but I'm just going to hold on to those. So, grab a couple of TIE interceptors.
Forces are being attacked.
And that'll provide a little bit of early support. Lovely. And there's our final Star Destroyer. In the meantime, I'm actually going to, let's see, where's our super cap? Lovely. I'm just gonna hotkey that so I can actually select it easily. That is a lovely model. We'll have to see how it looks in comparison to the Throne's Revenge one, when it's actually in combat, but I mean, you know me guys, I drool over Super Star Destroyers. They're ever since I saw the Executor in The Empire Strikes Back, I have been a sucker. Lovely. Our fleet is assembled in your own time. There's the Devastator. And the Executor is being slow, but it'll catch up eventually. Main fleet is already jumping. Good, good. So yes, Argo 6. Let's see what's up here. A fleet, apparently.
Ready.
A fleet which is jumping. Well, that was a mistake, wasn't it? Bet you feel stupid now. Go ahead and destroy what's here. I'm sure that the rebels will turn around when they realize their horrible mistake. In the meantime, I'm just going to take advantage of the fact that you are running away.
Targeting at maximum firepower.
Advance. I'm pretty sure we have enough firepower to just wipe out everything along the way. Yep, there goes that missile platform. This Liberator has so many debuffs it's not even funny, and it just died. There goes that orbital refinery. There goes that spaceport. Wow, that's a missile platform which has not died yet. I bet that's going to last a while. Spoilers. Yeah, it doesn't. Okay. And yeah, the rebel fleet is just scarpering. What's over here? So they did get a few ships out. Station Delta is nearly active. And the Executor is still here. And its Star Interceptors are out and ready to start murdering things. And I would bet on a single Star Destroyer over this little fleet any day. Okay, seriously. Are you done yet? You are attempting to kill my XQ2. There's a problem with this plan.
Preparing for hyperspace jump.
Wow, that's a lot of debuffs. They are seriously ionizing the crap out of that thing. Okay, whatever floats your boat. They have a few Quasar Fires here which have turned around for reasons that escape me, but they are gonna die horribly. Yep, even just our Interceptors are chewing them apart. And we have an enemy goal in here, but again, so heavily ionized it's not even funny. Did we actually take even the slightest bit of losses? No, I really don't think we did. Okay, commence bombardment.
Will. Preparing for hyperspace jump.
Okay, yeah, the Executor's leaving. But considering that we have Station Delta nearly fully upgraded, looks like most of your friends are gone. Wow, they can jump a long way into the middle of the system. Cheating rebels. Okay, whatever. Come, my pretty.
Commander.
The Super Star Destroyer Firestorm. I like that name. Okay, we need to have just a few starfighters to produce. There we go. And we have Infamous VIP, which is a taunt ability with some damage reduction, weapon cooldown, and hull repair. Base delta 0. Oh Jesus. Deal 12,000 damage and kill 100 population. Okay then. And all-out attack is just fire everything, essentially. This doesn't seem to be all that many abilities, so I'm not sure what's going on there. Oh boy, look at all those fighters. Well, either way. Oh hello, there's a pirate raid on the way.
Yes, Commander.
Mistakes were made. Okay, so these have anti-starfighter suites, and the gravity well is a passive. Oh, interesting. What's the range on that? Oh. Oh. That's fun. Okay, so, gravity well generators. Okay, so these just slow down the charge-up rate of people trying to run away. These actively disable it, so that's good to know. Yeah, you don't run away from an immobilizer 418. Okay, so, pirates are on the way. And we have Argo 6 comfortably nuked. Let's set a course for Bandamere. Or rather, we will in the next episode, because we're running on a little long here.
Navigating to coordinates.
Fun fact, this is actually the 4th time I've tried to record this episode. I am just cursed today. So yes, in the next episode, we will be playing with the Firestorm.
Commander, order confirmed.
That's just like a glorious name. Hopefully it lasts longer than the Tyrannic did in our Thrawn's Revenge game. I have a good feeling about this. So until next time, folks, stay safe.